All right, everyone. So welcome to tonight's team call. Whether you're hopping on live or you're catching the recording later, thank you so much for making some time out of your busy week to view this training that I'm presenting for you guys. So today is Monday, October 26th, 2015, and there are, I believe, 5 days left in the month. It's Halloween this weekend, and if you think that you're busy right now, hold on and gear up because it's about to get a lot busier, especially now that you are a coach. Most of you were not coaches with me last winter, and things do get crazy and busy. It's just inevitable. It's the holidays. We all love the holidays. We're all getting busy. We all have stuff going on, activities that we want to do, family that's coming over, dinner parties. It happens every year. But what you do now is going to determine how strong you start off your business and as a coach come the new year. So tonight I just want to go over a few things, some updates, I guess, and I'll be presenting something that I learned at Coach Summit this year in Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee. So the title is basically just leveraging the power of leveraging your story. So let's get started. Okay, so hopefully you guys got a chance to listen to today's National Wake Up Call. If you didn't, that's fine. You know that you can always catch the recording. But today, I was actually on my way to Target, and I plugged this call into my car, and I was just listening to it through like Bluetooth. And this was a really good call. I got something really good out of it that I'm going to be sharing a little bit later, I think, or I should probably just share that now before I forget. So basically, Saudi Almonte, this is a coach that presented today on the National Wake Up Call. She had something like a tip, I guess, for you to hit Success Club towards the end of the month. And I thought it was like a genius idea because I've never thought about it. But as you know, we do have a coach mobile app that we use to enroll new customers and clients and coaches, right? So I'm sure there's been a time where you've sent a prospective client or a coach, the email to the product that they were going to order, the challenge pack or whatever, and then crickets happened, right? They just never ordered, and then they stopped messaging you. It's happened. I seriously just went through mine, and I have like 20 people from this whole year that said they were going to order. I sent them their email through the Coach mobile app. I enrolled them, and they never ordered. So she had this great tip that she does like at the end of every month, I guess, and she kind of goes back through all the people that she had sent the email where they were going to order. And what she does is there's an option on there where you can edit, the person that you sent it to, and you can change the challenge pack because chances are, like, say it was a 21-day fix and say you sent it last month, well, it wasn't on sale last month. So if you edit it and retype in there, you can send them a little note, like an email, try to catch up with them, say that, that they were really interested in their health and fitness and that they were really serious about reaching their goals. Let them know that there's a sale going on, for whatever program, if there is a sale, for example, the 21-day fix this month, and then resend them that email, and they're going to get a new email, fresh new email, and you don't know, like maybe they're ready to get started this month, especially because the 21-day fix, a few of our programs, even Body Beast, they have like little free perks. Like the 21-day fix, you get this cute little insulated tote bag. It's on sale. And then with Body Beast, you get like our whole performance line sample pack for free too. So that is a really good tip that I'm actually going to be implementing. I've never thought about that, but she says it's helped her hit Success Club towards the end of the month because it's a lot easier to hit Success Club towards the end of the month when you're talking to people you've already talked to in the past, because usually they're already ready, a few months down, to get started on the journey. So that was a great call. I got some other good leadership tips out of that call. But that was like my biggest takeaway, and I wanted to share that with you guys. Okay, so this is our Success Club leaderboard. I'm excited that this month all of our names are on there. Last month we had a little less names, but you guys still have a few days to hit Success Club. You guys have to hit Success Club, okay? This is a non-negotiable, okay? If you're not hitting Success Club, you're not growing your business. When you hit Success Club, you bring new people into your business through your challenge groups, and then you expose them to the coaching community and the way that you coach. So it's really, really important that you guys hit Success Club, okay? Last month, I know most of you didn't hit it, and you set a goal, like a serious goal that you were going to hit it this month. So you need to do whatever it takes. If that means staying up late every day this week until you hit it, do it. But that's only if you're really serious about reaching your goals and growing your business. Congratulations to Jazz. She signed a new coach this week, and I think she's going to be hitting Emerald next week when the back office refreshes, I guess. And I just kind of wanted to say I want to see more names on our Success Club leaderboard. I want to see you guys bringing in your own people into this business, this sisterhood. This is a family. This is a team. I hope that you guys have enjoyed your experience so far, and I love teaching new stuff to you as a coach, and I love leading you and mentoring you to the best of my ability, and I just love being around you guys. And, I just feel like there's so many more people, especially women our age, that click with us, that could be in on this with us. So I want to see this leaderboard grow. So that means I want to see you guys grow your own teams. So basically, what do I have here? So if you hit Success Club 5 this month, next month you qualify for a private webcast with personal development expert Darren Hardy. If you don't know who Darren Hardy is, he's a publisher of Success Magazine. And he's the author of this book, The Compound Effect, which is a great, great book. I love this book. If you haven't had a chance to read it, add it to your read list. It's a great book. So that's kind of cool. On the National Wake Up Call, they mentioned how he is preparing for this webcast. He's basically giving us a training, through a webinar. But he's specifically gearing it towards us Beachbody coaches. So it's going to be really exclusive. So it's going to feel like he's talking directly to us. So that's great. I actually got to see Darren Hardy last year in Vegas for Coach Summit. Phenomenal speaker. I love this speech. It was like a 2-3 hour. It wasn't really a speech. It was a training, I guess you could say. But great guy. So that's another incentive. So if you hit Successful 5, you qualify for that private webcast next month. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have seen this in the back office, but Beachbody, I guess, recently came out with like a podcast, and it's called Inside Shakeology. The official podcast channel created for Team Beachbody coaches is back for their second installment. This week, tune in to find out how all the ingredients in Shakeology work together to give you your daily dose of dense nutrition. Check back every third Wednesday of each month for a new segment. So it's kind of cool. It has this, I just copied this from the back office. I just took a screenshot. It has directions on how you can access this podcast from your desktop or your phone. So this is really cool because, Shakeology is our continuity product. And, I know that it's very easy for us to be like, oh, it's just good. Like, I just love it. I just love this stuff. It has 70 superfoods, but I really don't know much about it. I think it's really important that as coaches, we take time to really study our products. Now, I'm not saying you have to study all of our products. That's just going to overwhelm me. No, but Shakeology is our continuity product, meaning that it's included in every challenge pack. And honestly, it was designed to go with our fitness programs because people need help with their nutrition the most than they do with their fitness. So I think it's important for all of us to take some time and really get to know what Shakeology is and how it does help us from the inside, because there will be times where people will ask you some crazy questions, and sometimes you just want to be prepared and you want to know what you're talking about. So that's really good, and I just wanted to let you guys know, just in case you don't know. There is an FAQ for this. I guess it's not on here, but if you log into your back office, you'll see an update about this new podcast, so that's kind of cool. Okay, so this is the meat of tonight's training. So leveraging the power of your story. I listened to top coach Sarah Carr speak about this, and another coach with her, I don't remember her name, at Coach Summit this past summer in Nashville, Tennessee. And this was like really like powerful for me because, she basically said, if you don't, how would I word it? Like, your story is everything. Like, there's no one else out there like you. There's no one else out there that has the same story you do. So your story is everything. Your story is so unique. Your story is not like anyone else's. So she basically trained us on leveraging the power of our story. I took a lot of notes, and so I just wanted to bring this back to you guys. And so I'm kind of excited to talk about this. So she basically started off with saying that the worst story ever told is the one that is not told. So really think about that. Um, the worst story ever told is the one that is not told. So that's meaning any story that you haven't already shared is probably the worst story, meaning that you don't have to be an expert at telling your story. It takes time. I'm still learning how to craft my story and how to effectively share it with people so that I can actually impact people and so that I can actually attract the right kind of people that I want to work with. So don't think that you have to be like an expert or perfect. Don't think that when you share a story, you're sharing like the worst story ever. No. Sharing your story shows your vulnerability. Tongue twister. I've had a long day. Sharing your story shows vulnerability and makes you relatable to your target market. So sharing your struggles and sharing your story, your past and your current, shows that you're vulnerable and that you're willing to share about that. But it also makes you relatable to other people. People are kind of like, oh, okay, she struggles with that too. It's not just me. She's not perfect. I can kind of relate to her. These are 3 great story starters. Number 1, your financial transformation so far with Beachbody, where no matter how small or big it is, you have a transformation. If you've only made $30, you have a transformation. Number 2, your physical transformation. If you've only lost 5 pounds, you've lost 5 pounds. If you've only increased your energy, you've increased your energy. You already have some sort of physical transformation. In your head, you might think it's not all bad and it's small. No, it is. Whatever you think in your head, it might be really big to someone else. You may think that your transformation so far is it's whatever. No, if you share that with someone, you never know that they might be thinking like, wow, like that is so inspiring. Like, how did you do that? And number 3 is your emotional transformation. I forgot to add transformation on there. So just kind of your emotional transformation, for me, it's been huge. Like my personality has, I don't want to say it's changed, but it's been enhanced. Like I feel like I'm a better person now. I communicate better with my family, with my husband. I am more positive. Like my emotional health is a lot better because I'm constantly being bombarded and being told that I need to do personal development. So my emotional health is a lot better since becoming a coach. And I have shared about that, and it's something that you should be sharing about. So those are great story starters. So just kind of start thinking about that and kind of think about what your transformation has been so far in each of those 3 areas. Share every single dollar you make. Now, I did write this down, and I'm not saying it has to be to like the exact dollar amount. But think like the bigger picture. Like no one will relate to you if you wait until you're successful. A lot of coaches do this, and I think it's just because, honestly, I'll be honest, I think it's like our ego. We just want to wait until we have like this big badass, like, oh, look at me, I'm so successful now, I've been able to do this. Like, no, that's you have to understand that sharing your journey as you're on your way to reach your big goals is a lot more inspiring, and instead of you waiting till the end to show all the big bright lights and you on stage and all these pictures. People are going to look at that and going to be like, wow, that's inspiring, but I can't do that. So that's why it's so important for you to be sharing those little monumental events and things that are happening in your life and things that you're doing to actually achieve your goals as you're going along, because people are watching you and they're like, oh, okay, she's doing this, she's doing that. How cool. Like she reached this goal and this goal is going to lead to her bigger goal. Like that's more inspiring and that's more attainable for people. Okay. Don't share your trials or tribulations unless you have a teaching out of it or a positive spin at the end. What she means by this is if you have something you've struggled with in the past, like for me, emotional eating. I will never share about emotional eating if I don't have some teaching out of it towards the end or some positive spin, because emotional eating it's hard, it's sad, So if I sit there and share about my struggles with emotional eating growing up, and then I just leave it at that, it's just kind of like, okay, so what did you do to learn how to not, emotional eat anymore? Or what have you experienced that's helped you, So like, that's what Tara Carr, when she was presenting this, don't share anything that's like negative or from your past unless you have a teaching out of it, unless you can tell people, hey, this is what I did and this is what helped me get over this, and this is how you can do it too. That's a teaching. or having a positive spin to it. Like if someday you have a rough day and someone's being really angry at you and you have a hater or something, don't just post about it and be like, oh, haters, da, da, da. No, always have a positive spin at the end. And you can always say, hey, when someone lashes out at me, I've learned through personal development that that person is probably angry, sad, or frustrated. That's making a positive spin at the end of your post if you're talking about like a negative experience with someone lashing out at you about our products or Beachbody or something. Okay, so how to tell your story. I think we overcomplicate this, but it's really, really simple. So I'm hoping that this visual, I'm a very visual person. I'm hoping that this visual kind of helps you guys break down your story and kind of craft and develop your story. So first you need your subject. And then you can figure out the when, the what, the how, and maybe even the why. I should have added that on there. So the subject can be weight loss. So you start with when. When I was in high school or when I was growing up, and then you move into the what, and then you move into the how. So for me, for example, I could say, when I was growing up, I was always seen as a chubby kid. I was always seen as the one that loved the sweets the most. I was always the one that people were offering their extra food to because I was eating a lot. Like I was always a big eater. And what was the result of that? I started gaining weight. I grew up, chubby, overweight, I guess you could say. And then you can slowly move into your how, but how was I able to get over that? Or how was I able to lose the weight? Well, I was introduced to Beachbody and and you start your story from there. Let's talk about like your business story. So the subject would be Beachbody coaching. When I was in college, I was going to school for something that I was not passionate about. I was just going to school because my parents told me I had to be in school. And then you could say what, how would I say? I'd have to really think about this. So when I was in college, I wasn't happy going to school. Like I was literally just forcing myself to go to school. What did I do differently? Well, this Beachbody opportunity was presented to me and I took the leap and I ran with it. How was I able to change my life? Well, through Beachbody coaching, and I've been able to do this and that. So you see how you're able to kind of craft your story. At the end right here, I put, you don't have to be fast in this business, but always remain steadfast and consistent. So basically what this means is that I don't want you guys to ever feel like super overwhelmed, that you're not like a superstar diamond coach already and some top coach and then your business isn't taking off super fast. But I want you guys to remember that as long as you remain steadfast and consistent, your business and you as a coach will grow. Okay? Your personal growth you will continue to grow as long as you remain steadfast and consistent. So don't worry about being too fast in this business. This little quote may sound a little irrelevant to how to tell your story, but I was just going through my notes and I thought it was a great quote, so I wanted to add it. So hopefully this little visual helps you guys, how to tell your story. It's really simple. So just think of a subject, whether it's your weight loss, your finances, your emotional health, anything, and then break it down. When did you feel like this? When was this going on in your life? What was going on? How did you get over it? Why did you decide to change your life? Okay. Okay, so breadcrumbing. This is a great way to keep people engaged. Hopefully by now maybe you've caught on to the way that I like to share bits and pieces about my past. And I like to breadcrumb info. I don't ever want to give too much in one post because I want to keep people engaged. I want to keep people like, okay, like, well, what happened next? You have to earn the right to share a long story, and you do. I've seen this over the course of like my coaching career that, over time I can share a little bit more and my posts become a little bit longer and I still get great feedback and I still get a lot of engagement on my posts because I feel like I've worked my butt off and I've earned the right to share a long story. How do you earn the right? By being consistent, showing up every day, being positive, being a positive role model, being inspiring, motivating people, you earn your right to be like, hey, this is my story. It's freaking long, but I want you to read it. That's how you earn the right to share a long story on social media. Always keep in mind when sharing and posting, number one, can this inspire someone? Number two, can this impact people? Is this making an impact? Number three, am I being real? Am I being honest? Am I being authentic? Okay, so really think about that. Janelle Summers, a long time ago, said that every time you're going to go and post something on Facebook or social media, ask yourself, would I pay $10 for this? And when I heard that, I was like, dang, there's a lot of things that I post that I would not pay $10 to post. So hopefully that helps you guys just kind of really always be intentional, always, speak from your heart and just be very intentional when you guys are sharing and posting on social media. Okay, people can sense it. I know that it's technology, but I promise, like, I still get, like, when I read other coaches' stories and, like, not even just coaches, like, just inspiring stuff on social media, like, I can feel someone's passion, and I honestly sometimes get emotional reading stuff because I can feel how intentional they are, and I can feel that they're sharing their heart through social media. Your story is personal, but don't take feedback personal. This is really, really, really hard, but okay, when you're sharing your story, it's personal. I know that you're just kind of like, oh, I'm not really sure if I should share that. Sometimes I've shared things like about our finances and just things about our marriage, or even when we were dating, that I was just kind of like, oh, I'm not really sure I wasn't sure if I had shared too much or too little, and your story is personal, but when you get feedback, don't take it personal. So basically what this means is, like, when people give you feedback about, oh, why are you doing that whole coaching thing, or what's that Shakeology and 21-day fix thing you're doing? Oh my gosh, like, they give you their feedback. Don't take it personal. People will always have an opinion, but as long as you're happy and, whatever you're doing is working for you and it's improving your life and it's helping you, don't take any other feedback personal, okay? Because you're doing what you're doing right now for you, right? Not for them. Okay, so I have a call to action for you, okay? When you are listening to personal development, training, any kind of call, whatever it is, there needs to be a call to action. Things in my business have really changed and moved for me when I've actually implemented, getting into action, stuff that I've learned. Because for me, I'm a huge researcher. I can sit there and watch videos, listen to calls, go over all of my notes that I've taken for the past 3 years. I can sit there and soak it all up. I love it. But for the longest time, I was stagnant in my business because I was not implementing. I was not getting myself into action. I wasn't actually inviting people. I wasn't actually getting on the phone with people. I wasn't doing, I wasn't in action. I was just kind of soaking it all in and just kind of sitting there and just saying, okay, well, people are going to come to me, right? My business is going to grow if I just sit here and listen to books and read books, right? No. So my call to action for you is, number one, craft your story. Really think about it. Take some time and develop your story. Who are you? What have you been through? What are you going through? What has changed? What has improved? What's your story? Number two, create a 2 to 3 minute video about your story. Who you are, who you were in the past, what you've been able to overcome, and how Beachbody has improved or impacted your life. Okay, so create a 2 to 3 minute video on that. Number three, share on social media and use my Beachbody story. Now, I will do this with you guys, but I am your leader, and it is my job to help you step out of your comfort zone. So I know that I should be leading the way and posting this video on my social media first, but I'm challenging you guys to do it first before me, because I can sit here and do it, and I know I'll do it because I'm not forcing myself, but I'm pushing myself out of my comfort zone because I want to lead you guys into the right direction. But I don't want it to be like, oh, Jackie made her video and then you guys never make your video. Okay? If you feel like you need to share with me first, that's fine. But you guys, it's just social media. Please just get over the fear of sharing your life and your heart on social media. That's what we do as coaches. And like, I've seriously me being so vulnerable on social media, like I have received messages from people that are like, "Oh my gosh, like you've changed my life." Like there's people that supposedly have actually lost weight just by me sharing my story. They have never ever bought from me. They have never accepted my invite, but just by me actively working on my health and fitness and being an inspiration to people and sharing with people, "Hey, I love wine and I love pizza and I love donuts too, but I still bust my ass in my workouts and I'm still drinking my Shakeology and I'm still drinking water, and I'm sharing my story." That's inspiring other women that can relate to me and they're like, "Hey, like I can relate to her and I have a gym membership. I'm going to start using it again. I've been paying for it. Why not?" I've inspired people to get into action. They've never necessarily, bought anything from me, but at the end of the day, we're coaches and we're meant to help people no matter what. Okay, so this is my call to action for you. Craft your story, create a 2 to 3 minute video and share it on your social media. Post it when you know that the most people are going to be on social media. Tag us, tag your team, okay? Whenever you have a scary post, Lindsay used to do this a lot with us. Whenever you have a scary post, tag all of us. And you know what that does? We're going to go and like your post and we're going to comment on it and we're going to love on you and we're going to cheer you on and we're just going to tell you how we're proud, how proud we are of you. That's something that I think we should be doing. Whenever you have something that's kind of scary, if it's a transformation picture or something, tag us. Please feel free, tag me, tag the whole team. And we make sure that, we'll go to that post and we'll like it and we'll leave you a big, beautiful comment just to help you remain inspired, I guess, because sometimes you do get crickets. I get crickets sometimes. Like I literally posted a picture yesterday on Instagram and I got one person that liked it. And I was kind of like, I was like, oh my gosh, only one person. Because I usually get a little bit more traction on my Instagram because I've been working it for such a long time. And I still got crickets. So hopefully you guys learned something new out of this training. And sometimes I feel like I'm a broken record, but I'm just passing on whatever I'm learning with you guys. And, whatever I'm passing on to you guys, I've implemented myself and it's working and it's worked in the past and it's worked in the past for other team members on the Diamond Council. Okay. Just remember that success leaves clues. Okay. So thank you for watching this training video and have a good rest of the week. Now I can't stop recording this. Where are you? All right. Well, have a good week and have a good night. Bye.